I have a game for you today. Let's play a game. 2 truths and a lie. I've written down 3 statements which I will read to you, and you have to figure out which ones are true and which one is the lie. Let's begin. Number 1. A new California school curriculum would teach millions of kids to chant to the Aztec gods and proposes a counter-genocide against white Christians as a solution to our problems. Number 2. Dr. Fauci thinks we may see another post-COVID-19 pandemic. Where's that coming from? And number 3. A group of thugs break into a bank and then threaten and try to break into a federal courthouse while harming police officers. Meanwhile, the mainstream media does not cover it. So, you heard all the statements. Which one is false? Wrong. They're all true. Trick question, motherfucker. Let's begin with the Californian kids, because yes, it's true. They're trying to make them chant to the Aztec gods, and hey, a little genocide of white Christians never hurt nobody. Am I right? Revenge of the Gods by Christopher Rufo. Now, I could read you this article from his website right here, which is, blah, blah, blah. Or we can read his Twitter thread that has the same information, but has some pictures. Yay! We're trying to be entertaining here, aren't we? Scoop! California's proposed ethnic studies curriculum calls for the decolonization of American society and has students chant to the Aztec god of human sacrifice. That's the god they chose? The solution, according to one author, is a counter-genocide against white Christians. Here's the story. Thread. California Ethnic Study Model Curriculum, based on the Marxist pedagogy of oppressed, instructs students to challenge racist, bigoted, discriminatory, imperialist, colonialist beliefs, and critique white supremacy, racism, and other forms of power and oppression. I might butcher the names, but, who cares? R. Tolteca Quantin, the original co-chair, worked on the early American history material. In the references, he denounces the United States as a Eurocentric, white supremacist, capitalist, patriarchal, heteropatriarchal, and anthropocentric paradigm brought from Europe. Is there any other word you want to jumble together and make up? White supremacist, patriarchal, heteropatriarchal, canine patriarchal. It's a patriarchy! God damn you, Bernice! According to Quatin, whites began grabbing the land, hatching hierarchies, and developing for whiteness, which created excess wealth that became the basis for the capital economy. Whites continued to subject minorities to domestication and zombification. I told you they were making up words. Zombification, my ass. And also, I'm so tired of the whites came and grabbed the land and they're hatching the hierarchies. What do you think was happening before? The Native Americans were taking from each other. They were brutal people. Just like the whites, Europeans, just like us. We were all brutal people. And they took land from each other. And they raped each other's women. And that's what they did. Were they any better than us? No. Same shit. Same. In a related mandala, Quatin claims that white Christians committed theocide against indigenous tribes, killing their gods and replacing them with Christianity. White settlers thus established a regime of coloniality, dehumanization, and genocide. The solution, according to the curriculum materials, is to name, speak to, resist, and transform the hegemonic, Eurocentric, neocolonial condition. Am I doing well reading these weird words? In posture of transformational resistance, the ultimate goal, Quatin says, is to engineer a counter-genocide against whites. Thank God I'm not white. Yeah, I'm not Christian, so maybe they won't kill me. The curriculum includes an official ethnic studies community chart in which students appeal to the Aztec gods, including the god of human sacrifice, for the power to become warriors for social justice. Literally, social justice warriors. The worst thing on this earth. One of the main reasons why this channel began. Because of social justice warriors and, Antifa, CNN, a combination of those factors. Let's keep going. Students seek a revolutionary spirit through these incantations. The State Board of Educators will vote on this curriculum next week. If it passes, it will install the principles of critical race theory and its related ideologies into the state's 10,000 public schools, serving 6 million children. Now this is a crisis, a public health crisis. Here's the full story, which links to this. P.S. I'm working on a 10-part investigative series on wokeness in education. If you want to support this work, please consider contributing of $5 or $10 here. Guys, contribute. This man is doing God's work, the Lord's work. PPS, my policy recommendation. Radically decentralize the public school system and give parents the $15,000 a year per child to choose their own education. Families deserve the chance to educate their kids, not subject them to taxpayer-funded poison. Hear, hear. Now, while we're on Twitter, and before we get to the wonderful group of Antifa, I wanted to show you something a little more lighthearted. Like, for example, Tate's Bake Shop. They make cookies, and they tweet things like this. I'm a woman. Phenomenal woman. That's me. Maya Angelou. International Women's Day. You see, this company gets it. This company really speaks to me. Oh, wait. What's that? Tate's Bake Shop allegedly threatened undocumented workers with deportation if they unionized? Oh, maybe they're not so nice. Sounds like Amazon, who threatened their workers if they unionized. But guys, we gotta give them a pass because they said Black Lives Matter. Now, let's go back to Twitter because before we're ready to depart with Twitter, we must check out the wonderful group, the mythical group of Antifa. You see, they're not done with the riots. And so today they decided to start the rioting, getting into the bank. Let's check this out. Guns out. Can you imagine being that guy? One guy against a mob of weird Antifa folk. By the way, if you hear my dog, she's freaking out because she didn't like all the screaming of these Antifa people. But let's finish this last 10 seconds of this video. Alright. Why? He's doing his job. Is he even a cop? I think he's security for the bank. But things de-escalated from there. No? See? F the United States. Why don't you just leave? Just leave. We don't want you here, bro.
That's enough. Yeah.
That guy's like the typical that guy that asks his friends to hold him back. Yo, hold me back, bro. Hold me back. Clearly, he knows he's not gonna get through the door. Pussy ass. Do it.
You don't fucking scare me, bitch. Look at your guys' new window.
Which you paid for with your tax dollars, you fucking idiot. Oh wait, I'm the idiot. You don't work.
Fuck you.
And then we had this.
Where the fuck are you guys shooting?
After launching several attacks during the day, Antifa have released a flyer calling for people to return to the area in front of the federal courthouse at night. Whoo. Move back, you heard him. Move, bitch. Get out the way. And that's Antifa for you. They're still violent. They're still active. They're still rioting. I don't know what they want other than anarchy and violence, but they're still going. And this was quite mild for them. Maybe we'll have more footage of them for tomorrow morning since they say that we're going to meet up again tonight, but we'll see. And now we leave Twitter for Fauci. Fauci, very concerned about post-COVID mental health pandemic. Don't worry, I won't bore you with the whole article, but this is what's important. That's the reason why I want to get the virological aspect of this pandemic behind us, because the long-term ravages of this are so multifaceted. Fauci said when asked if he was concerned about a post-COVID mental health pandemic, Fauci said these ravages include the economic and mental health effects, as well as the prolonged symptomatology that some people who have COVID-19 continue to experience. He also said he hopes the U.S. doesn't see an increase in some preventable situations because many people have put off routine typical medical examinations that they normally would have done. Yes, because of your lockdowns. Because of your lockdowns, people will die because they didn't get the medical screenings that they should have, because they didn't detect the cancers as early as they could have. This is on you and all the other politicians who argued for lockdown. And this without even talking about mental health disorders, without even talking about the economic fucking bombs you dropped on everyone. People will die directly because they could not get the medical examinations that they should have gotten. Good job, Dr. Fauci. Sorry for playing that horrible game with you folks, and, I'll probably do it again, but I had to do it. People need to know that California kids might be taught to chant to Aztec gods and that white genocide is okay. People need to know that Fauci is admitting that he messed up with the lockdowns and that people are going to die because of them. People need to know that Antifa is Antifa and they're not a myth. They exist and they're crazy. And people need to realize that their favorite corporations that support their favorite causes like Black Lives Matter are really the most draconian assholes and entities in this whole planet. So, I hope you liked the video. Hit the like button, comment. If you didn't like the video, comment. I'll take it. If you did like it, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on BitChute. Subscribe. See you next time.